Doc Owen here with Action Figure Times, and we're continuing with Arkham Days. We're kind of jumping around a little bit, and so you might not see, we'll probably cover the entire wave of figures if I have them all, but you might see like one day and one a couple days from now as we kind of jump between Arkham, Arkham City, Mattel, DC Direct, Square Enix, you know, however that might happen to go, or if we're looking at the video game itself, okay? Now, speaking of Arkham City, now don't forget, on May 29th of 2012, they're coming out with a Game of the Year edition of Arkham City, and I know it's going to be well worth the money. I'm very much looking forward to it. Now, here we have one of the Batman Legacy Edition figures, and this is actually Nightwing from Arkham City. Now, it is in the Legacy packaging. You can kind of see here, this is more of a shot of the action figure than actually any of the footage, which is a shame because they actually had some really cool Nightwing posters that went along with Arkham City, and honestly, I would have much rather have seen that than another shot of the figure. I mean, I can see the figure in here. I don't need to see it right there. Actually, it's all that is a cutaway of this. You kind of got a brief explanation here of what's going on. The other figure that came out with him was a Harley figure, and we will be looking at her. The side kind of has some of the original art from the game, which actually shows something that you couldn't do in the first game of Arkham Asylum, which is actually run across on your zip line and things. And I have to be honest, and let's go ahead and open him up. Actually, in the game, you can't use him as a playable character, at least not so far. And to me, that's a real shame because he really is one of my favorite characters in the game. You can use him in the combat challenges and even some of the stealth challenges. But I honestly, I was actually excited when I heard they were doing this figure. The only problem is at least looking at it from outside the package, I'm not sure that I like him. Hey, this is going to take me a little bit longer than I thought. I'll be right back with you. All right, we're back. Now, with Nightwing, you do get a stand, which has become standard Batman Legacy fare. It's in the bat symbol. It's the silver version, or gray. You've got the Nightwing name right here. It's got a single peg. On the inside, you've got a little bitty bat symbol, which is cool. And then you've got the old DC symbol, which I much prefer to the new one. You also have one of these little leaflets, which I guess they think they're giving you added value, but they're not, because this is just junk. But it is one of the more predominant artwork that they put out for the game, showing Batman walking on the zip line and stuff. You know, they had some really cool artwork in the same style for Nightwing, and really, that's what we should have gotten. Now again, in the game, I really like fighting with him. He's very, very cool. Even as a figure, he comes with his two billy clubs, Trichons, Eskrima sticks, Kali sticks, whatever you want to call them. And so that's cool, kind of, you know, because sometimes Mattel does not give us accessories. Now, with this, though, I was really, really looking forward to this figure. I really like Nightwing as a character and things. I was really looking forward to this figure until I got him. I think this is probably one of the worst head sculpts. It is the worst, in my opinion, it is the worst Nightwing head sculpt ever. It is, I don't know what to say. It looks like somebody grabbed the top of his head and the bottom of his head and stretched it. And you'll be able to see it a little bit more when you're up close. But this is, honestly, this is horrific. I mean, I don't like it at all. The uniform's kind of cool. I think he looks a little bit chunky for Dick. I think he should be a little bit thinner because he's, you know, has all that acrobatic skills and things. The uniform itself is kind of cool. I do really like the blue. I like the paint job, and we'll look a little bit more at it up close. Now, he is missing his traditional. I'll go ahead and bring a couple friends in here. Oh, by the way, if you have not seen it, this is the 12-inch one done by DC that is absolutely awesome figure. As you can tell, I'm kind of a Nightwing fan. But along this scale, this is actually the first, I guess it was one of the S3 sculpts, okay? And you can kind of see, obviously, S3 is a little bit shorter. He didn't have any arm articulation at the elbows or anything, which was a bummer. But actually, I like that. I thought that was a better head sculpt than this. And Now, even on this one, you can kind of see what they were trying to do with the gloves. Here, you don't get that at all. I think that's kind of a mistake, because one of the cool things in here, we can see it on the re-release of Nightwing, which I actually think is a very good sculpt. You can see on his gloves, you can kind of see the pouches that he has right. Let's see if I'm trying to. You see right here at this armband, it's kind of a thick. With his pouches and stuff, he doesn't have that. Now on the back, it is a nice paint job overall. Oh, by the way, with the re-release, they're of a comparable size. He'd probably be a good almost a head taller than this Dick. So all in all, I was very disappointed with the sculpt. Honestly, I really don't much like it. Period. But let's go ahead and take a look at him up close. Now, before we really look at him up close, I did want to show you the 3 head sculpts that were available with these, and so you can kind of see the transition. This is the earliest one. Then this is the DC Universe Classics. Sorry about that. Brain freeze. And then we have the new Mattel Arkham City version. Now, again, I truly believe this is probably one of the worst head sculpts, especially for this figure, I've ever seen. I do think it's sculpted. I know this is going to sound weird, but I like the lines. I think they did a good job with the eyes. But this face, just look how long that is. I mean, really, this to me, it's just poor. This could have been a truly great figure, and the head sucks. I mean, why did they do that? It does have some motion, not a whole lot of motion. Can't look up to see if Superman's flying over. Looking at the uniform, it's got the now trademark dots. They're trying to convey that they're wearing armor. Okay, guys, we got it. We'd just rather have a cool-looking figure. But, it is kind of neat to give it some realism. He does have a chest joint here. He's got a little bit of a twist. He's got a shoulder. He's got the bicep, elbow. Now, again, he's a gymnast. I want double elbows and double knees. I want to be able to really, really pose this figure. I like the texturing on this thing. Very, very nice. Kind of got it down the arm there. I do miss kind of the gauntlets on the side of the arms. If y'all are unfamiliar with what I'm talking about, again, looking back at this one, you can kind of see there. Coloring, I actually like the dark blue coloring a little bit better. Now, he can do the Jean-Claude Van Damme. He does twist there. He's got a knee there. Now, again, he's missing the little gauntlet things on the side here, but, that's okay. Got an ankle joint. All in all, I mean, it's a decent figure if the head didn't suck. I mean, really, this is just, that's just weird. Back looks great. You can kind of see where, I guess it looks almost like he's wearing a corset, or it's where it attaches and stuff. So that's, I really do wish he'd had some extra articulation so I could really have him jump around and stuff. Well, I hope you've enjoyed our latest look at our Arkham days from Arkham City, the Nightwing figure. Remember, we're going to have something brand new for you tomorrow. We've also got some cool prizes coming up. Hope you've enjoyed looking at this. You can see some detailed shots and some comparison shots at the website, aftimes.com. Make sure you subscribe, tell all your friends about us, and leave your comments. I really, really do appreciate it when you do. Make sure you like us as well. This is Doc Owen with Action Figure Times, reminding you to be extraordinary. See you next time on aftimes.com.